Hello. Hello, hello. Hi. I updated my Sims game and I was prepared to play Sims today. And then it was time to go live. And I was like, I really just want to play Town to City. So now we're here. And I think what I'm going to do is later after stream, I'll open up Sims and kind of just start messing around a little bit and try and like get back because I haven't played in a while. And so just get back into like the Sims building mindset. And then like tomorrow or Saturday we can play Sims and hopefully by playing a little bit off stream, maybe like messing around with some build ideas so that I kind of know what I'm doing because I'm nervous that like if I just opened up the Sims right now and started building, we would have like an hour and a half of me not knowing like what my vision was, and I don't love when that happens on stream. And like it happens fairly often where I spend a long time trying to figure out what I want to do. And then once I figure it out, then we're good. But I think I would prefer if I maybe do the figuring out off stream, especially since I haven't played Sims for a while. So we're just going to stick with Town to City today. And I'm excited. And I want to continue working on the Christmas build because it is a lot of fun, or not like build, but like town. It's also kind of wild. I'm gonna make a TikTok that is or like short, short form content. Hi Lex. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I have a couple of ideas of things that I could do in The Sims. I think I just need to get back onto the game and mess around a little bit and try building them. Because a lot of the time when I build, especially like things that I've built for my like current household that I've been playing with, that I've been doing on Long Lifespan, which I haven't played for a while, but so I don't know how current it is, but that one, I oftentimes will like build the general, I'll like do like the general layout of things and bulldoze a couple of times before I'm happy with it. So I don't know. I'm in the mood for Town to City. As always, we are still fundraising for the Trevor Project as a part of Jingle Jam 2025. The link is pinned if you would like to donate, but completely no pressure. I totally understand if you are not able to. It is holiday season, it is tough times. Every time I open up my game, my stream lags. Please calm down. Da, 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 da. Lord have mercy. Load game. It's kind of funny though how I spent so long on that what's it called? Christmas tree farm yesterday. And I'm gonna make a TikTok that has like some Christmas related builds in it, not just like ways to decorate like small things, but like full on builds. And I made that in another save and like recorded myself and stuff in under 20 minutes. It's not completely done. I still need to do some stuff. But like, what do you mean this took me so long? It really is just like once you've figured out what you're doing, you can recreate it so easily. Okay, here's our town. I'm starting to think, do I actually care about people living near where they work, or should I just place people down so we have some citizens in the town and whatever happens, happens? I think that that's what I want to do, honestly. I hate that that requires townsfolk. Can I move? Can you go there then so that I have townsfolk to work there? Okay. What I wanted to do right now is this area here. What happened to the music? Where's the music? So I'm thinking maybe I might want to like move this a little bit because I'm thinking I want to have. First off, would it be a bit obnoxious and annoying to have dark grass be the main color instead of the lighter grass. I feel like that is going to be obnoxious and annoying, but that's what I kind of want. And I want to make it... So I want to make this like a little foresty path all the way through. And then I want to make it like the snow, you know, like it hasn't really snowed at the bottom of the mountain too much. What is this? With crop-powered shops nearby. Interesting. I haven't seen that one before. They're just gonna hang out. How do I want to do this here? So I'm feeling like the sled maybe needs to move a little bit. Go somewhere else, because I feel like right here at the bottom of the mountain, I want it to be like there's less snow. I don't know exactly where I want it to end. Okay, but then here, Lord have mercy, so many people are trying to move in. This isn't gonna mess anything up here. Oh yes, it would, never mind, okay. For now, we, I guess, can just leave it like that. The dithering is like so little the smaller it gets. I want us to have some people actually like in the town, which is why I'm like wanting to move people in. Let's see. And even though these houses say that they have like nothing, the people living in them should be, yeah, 100% happy because I have it set to 100% happiness. So it doesn't matter that the town doesn't properly work. Or should I have the snow kind of like trail down here maybe? I don't want this to mess up. It's gonna get up there. It doesn't look supernatural, you know what I mean? Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. I feel like the snow to, or the green to dirt looks more natural. It's such a like harsh contrast. Maybe we need to have some of the lighter green in there. I don't know what would make it good. It just feels like such a harsh contrast here. I feel like that needs to be kind of like where the snow ends, right there. So then what I should do is bring that to like there. Okay. But what I want to do is work on this area. So I do think I'm still going to keep the game paused at times. So like right now I'm going to speed up until it's daytime and I can actually see again. Because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. can probably stop at like 9 a.m. It's pretty bright down here. Okay. So I'm thinking perhaps we get some of the bigger buildings placed down. Okay, that's gonna be too small, isn't it? I'd like to fit this in like there. So then I'll move the road. Oopsies. No straight line tool. But I'm feeling like, you know, we just have some bigger stuff going on here. Hi, Saren game. Oh, I hate that like you can't have anything too close to the entrance of the station. That does really suck. How shall we have this be? This also should probably not be that, should it? But I don't want it to be upgraded roads, so... We'll do a combination of... Oopsies. We'll do a combination of plaza and... brick roads. I would love for it to have some, more road... variation as well soon. Hopefully that's something that they add in. And like if we were to get upgraded road like variants based on which one it is, that would be like a big difference. That would be like probably all that I really needed to feel like I had everything. Should we do like a little bit of a square here? I don't know. I kind of want to have this be a bit more grid-like. I'm trying to, as we said like yesterday about how I'm experimenting more with like bigger stuff and everything. I'm just trying to experiment more with the game in general and doing things in various ways. Oopsies. Let's see, what can we put here? We can put City Hall. And we could put the mayor's house. Although, should we have the mayor's house to the right of City Hall? Because they like fit better that way. You can like almost make it look like the mayor's house is attached. And like, look at that. Amazing. I feel like the stone looks so light right now. Why? I don't know if I want the library there. What else might be here? Dressmaker. I want to have this be somewhere where the road goes like on either side of it. How can I do that, perhaps? I just feel like it's a very unique shape and it would work well for that. Or being like the end of a street. I guess it could go like here. Can we fit, how far back can we put it? Because then can we fit... And since we don't have to actually worry about things working, we can just put buildings that we like. You know what I mean? I want them to like all look like they're basically touching, because that's how these buildings would have been back in the day. Here, I guess maybe we just put some like greenery. We could even use, I never use this fence, but this could be a really good like use of it. Oh, I hate that that's not like perfectly aligned. I guess maybe in my head, these buildings like share a back courtyard of sorts. And it's blocked off like from the street. Yippee, I love this game. It's such a fun game. And then maybe I like use the same fence over here. Or we find something, no, I actually kind of like that. Now the question is, can we find a reason to like use it on this side? And we have this like kind of awkward unless we just do it like that. But see, this building is it's just such a weird shape. I gotta figure out how to make it work. Perhaps this street needs to be a bit wider. Give us some space to like do a little bit more with it. That does not look... That's... How did I manage to make it that uneven? Like, that's actually bad. Oh, wait, it's probably more so that the buildings are, like, taking up space, isn't it? Yeah, I bet that's what it is. Like, if I move that, yeah, the curb moves. I think that looks a bit better. Perhaps we go like that, and then we turn it back like that. And make it smaller. Suppose we need to have the main roads be a little bit bigger. And then like the side roads can be that size. Although I'm wondering, like, if this is just brick, should I just have all of this be brick as well? I feel like perhaps the answer is yes. Okay, we can fit something here. I wish I had something that had this shape. Does anything have that, like... The clock tower kind of does. Or we use the bistro because it fits in that spot really well, and then we go like that, and we just maybe around the lake isn't dirt anymore. It's also interesting that they call this brick road when, to me, brick is red. I don't know if maybe I am missing something, but like, who knows? Maybe brick used to be white. Or maybe it used to have like a more, like a larger meaning. this is a really awkward shape as well. Would this maybe be a good space for this? Issue, I feel like this just is such a weird shape. Maybe it can go there, because the road will continue there. And I could like angle the road around it this way. Oopsies. I don't know what we do here. Make something. This probably does need to start curving now. So let's come back to this brush. Just due to like the fact that we're starting to get into this area. I think we have like one final road like that. Anything have a dark roof that would feel like it? I mean, I guess unless I just put two back to back. Theoretically, I could, except they're on different levels, so they actually look they look silly. I need something that is gonna look like the rooftops line up properly. Which I fear is not gonna happen. That's okay, I guess. I want to include this, I just have literally no clue what to do with it. Fit it here. I can, and it doesn't look awful there. Okay, that does leave us with like this area then to figure out what to do with. And we probably should try and move this over a teeny bit so that we don't mess the road up. That's good enough. If I just like stick a tree here, boom. Okay. Well, what do we do with this awkward road now? I think perhaps we just kind of bring it in around here. Like that. As close into these restaurants as we can. I maybe expand this? Make it a bit bigger? Like just make this a whole large road. Okay, I do have a concept here. What I'm going to do is get rid of some of this stuff here. And then we're gonna switch to this brush. I'm gonna have it follow the edge here. Even though it's like a little bit uneven. We can make it work and then just like paint it in with that there. And then thought process is we put like a little park or something here. Okay, I don't know how I want. I think I may try going like that and then having like this whole thing be a park of some sort. I just gotta decide like how I want it to be, because it's like it is a weird shape. So I have to decide how exactly I want that shape to be. Maybe we cut it right here. Oh my god. Fighting for my life right now. But then we can have some like trees over here. And I feel like we should try and stick a bit more with like the fall color scheme. As if like even though it's like, you know, it's snowing up here and stuff, I don't want it to look too much like it's a completely different weather down here. I wonder if I could also somehow do it. Like, should I just have it be a small park, perhaps? Like, that's probably better. And then figure out, like, how we can place buildings over here. I'm thinking... I'm going here. What I'm actually gonna do is fill all of this in. And then I want to do a small circle here where there is like greenery or something. And then park. And then I don't know, can we maybe fit like a couple of houses? Probably not a couple. Maybe we can fit that and then like one of the skinnier shops. I guess that's fine, especially if like all of this is painted as if it's stone. Maybe... that's a little bit better. Do we just make the road continue here? Oh, do we... do we kind of like separate them, have a small little bit of road going there? Maybe we do have there be a little bit of grass. I want to just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You may not, but that's okay. I want to just mess around a little bit. And I want to mess around with having roads that are wide enough to actually put things on them. We could have this... this is like a really good place to have the roads transition. I don't know though if like this main, even if the main, no, it's through the forest. I guess it should be, it realistically wouldn't transition right there if the forest doesn't start until here. It would make more sense for it to stay brick until it gets to the actual forest. So we can do that. And then this could also be brick. I wish that the stuff blended a bit better, like the transition between upgraded road and not upgraded road. I feel like it looks a little silly goofy. But there's really not much I can do about it. And then, are we gonna do anything here? That's an important question. What could like fit here? I don't know if it makes sense for the jeweler to be by the warehouse, like at the end of this road. This might make more sense for like a few artisan houses. Maybe can the jeweler fit here? We can definitely make that work. Yeah, and then we could have a few houses here. It's like there's still nicer houses of the people that like live closer to the city, but they're by the warehouse. I don't think I can fit 3. Can I fit a regular house? No. Okay, we'll just go like this then. How do I want this street to be? Teeny tiny street. And as always, I'm gonna put a fence here that actually means nothing because technically they can just like walk through fences. So if they wanted to, they could just walk right onto the train tracks. Should we maybe have something here? I think that could be cute. What? I don't know, but we could use, I feel like I'd never use some items. None of these are the right size. It's either slightly too big or slightly too small. Very hashtag sad. That'll be fine. Okay. I'll remember to come back to that at some point, probably. And we've got a little park there. Okay, and then decorating for Christmas. Can I have this? I can. Hi, Abby. Ooh, I love that for you. And no worries, I'll never have to apologize for being late. far should this come out? Like, how close to the woods do we have it? I say woods, how close to these couple of trees do we have it be? Did you get any good F1 cards? Did I already ask that? I thought about it, and then I don't know if I actually asked it. So if I asked it twice, my bad. Not the ones that you wanted, but lots of new ones. Okay, well that's still good, I guess. Right? Because at least you got some new stuff. It's interesting how like some of these areas I'm putting like fences and some I'm not. Feels like wrong. Oh, this bothers me. What if I actually just make the road, I bring the road in. Like that. Because I hate that the fence is like just the wrong shape. Or like length. Okay, and then I feel like this doesn't really make sense anymore as that style of house. Probably would make more sense if it's like one of the nicer homes, the like more city homes instead of the farming townhomes. This can still be a little dirt path though. I kind of like the concept of it. The path doesn't actually connect like here. You do have to walk. Oopsies. You do have to walk all the way from here. I think that's kind of silly goofy. Like, could you just take a shortcut? Yes. But no, This house is technically outside of like the city limits, which is the center area in my head. I hate that I can't put something right there. I want to do lots and lots of like little Christmas decorating. Should we have? I'm almost like wondering if there should even be this little area there. Or should it just be, if it does exist? Something. Should it be like something like that, and then we have like plants in the center. Even though I'm using the straight line tool, it's still not like properly making a line. The most limited one you got was one of the blatant Zionist drivers, which was upsetting. Oh, I'm sorry. That really stinks. That is very annoying, actually. Oh. Okay, I see my vision. I don't know how my vision is gonna take place. Like, take form. We should put bushes like in the water. It's actually rather annoying that you cannot. Would there be like a guardrail? Or is that just like what the bollards are for? Bollards? I don't actually know what the purpose of placing these is. Like, is that what I'm supposed to do? And if so, how does that stop any, like, accidents from happening? So I feel like people could still just, like, walk right through. It looks interesting. And how would it look if we have, like, fence in between? What if I move that there? And then we go like that. And then we go like that, and we have like this be a bigger... thing? Maybe? I don't know. As in about a minute, just an FYI, everybody. I kind of wish that the water wasn't here, honestly. I feel like I'd be able to achieve the vision better if there was no water there. Because, like, I kind of want to have there be, like, more buildings right here, but this has to be a road of some sort. It looks silly goofy. Can we make this massive road look good? We could line this with like alternating colored umbrellas. Because that does like take up a lot of space. At least like what we see. We could have the bistro be here. Maybe these tables are all like served. Like we put tables here and they're all served from the bistro. It's kind of a far area though, isn't it? And I do still like the concept of having there be some sort of like, oopsies. Hello, why didn't you get rid of it? Can we potentially move these? Oh yes, we can. Okay. And then so then that is like more centered around these. Are those equal? I don't think that they are. I don't know if it's possible to make them equal with how- hello? Why does it keep doing that? To make them equal with like the shape of the road. The size. I feel like it's going to be like one side is a little bit bigger. Qatar Airport ads are back. Oh no. Oh no. I suppose unless we put... we could maybe move things around. Or maybe we just do like red. Welcome back from Agile, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I hope the warden treated you well. I feel like this also, once there's people walking around, like, it always feels more filled in the different areas. think I've decided I'm a little bit hungry. Can I place it? I don't know why I never use this, because I'm realizing that's actually such a good little, like, pudding to separate out, like, planter areas. I don't want them to look like there's like I either want them to be purposefully in line with each other or purposefully not in line with each other. You know what I mean? But when stuff, we've talked about this before, I've said this before, I'll say it again. When stuff looks like it's trying to be symmetrical and it's just not, that's when it looks the worst. Or should we move the tables? Should we move this to be like... What if we... move it to one side? And then... put the tables over here, because now there's more room. I know right now they're just umbrellas, but in my head they're supposed to have tables by them. Like we're gonna have there be tables. Perhaps that works a bit better. I'll figure that out. Actually, no, I guess I can't do that right now. Did I just place this? I did. I know that it's a straight line and it looks wrong because of like how that is. Sadly. I'm not sure if this is gonna look right. I fear it's not because it's like slanted a little bit. That's okay. What can we fit here? Do we have a, yeah, we already have a barber over there. I feel like this part just looks silly. I think I want to change it. wanted to have that. I think it would be better if we... I have no clue what I just demolished before the restaurant. Oh, maybe it was the... Maybe I do know. Let's try and do... Take two, take two. So if we keep the street like this, what should we put? We can have a social club. And we could stick the jeweler back here. Why does it feel like it's not like straight? Maybe it's just the angle that I'm at. I feel like I wish terrain manipulation was a thing. I also understand, like, you know, it is good to figure out how to build without that. And, like, use what I have. But... I kind of want to be able to make things look exactly the way I want them to. And is that so much to ask? Apparently. I'm thinking it probably would be good if we just have like all of this right here be nature rather than trying to have the road like line up with it. You know, we'll put some plants there. Or should the clockmaker go in the center? It probably should go more like in the center there. And then we put the house next to it. Yeah. Imagine if there wasn't water here and we could continue the street. Like, golly gee. Would that be interesting? How could I make it so that we've got like that, but then I feel like there's just not enough space for like even the smaller buildings. Unless we have around that be a park? And then we would probably want to have an actual, like, fence. And we can just get rid of the little thing that I was gonna have in the center there. Oopsies. Okay. So let's draw this out here. I'm thinking I like when my I almost said bridges. I like when my fences have like a better curve to them if it's going to be curved at all. Why can I not move this? Oh, it just hates me. I see how it is. Is that like an interesting shape for the park? And then it leaves like plenty of space here. To have this be like a small little plaza. I think that's probably the best layout, right? Because then it continues with the streets. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I feel like I need to get a snack. Okay, and I can put the Christmas tree there, so that's actually pretty close to the station. I'm gonna really quickly, I'll just put this verb. I'm just gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm back. Did you miss me? I know you did. I ate a cookie. And then I got a Chobani Greek yogurt mixed berry flavored that I dislike, but that are good for helping me feel full because they're healthy. My water bottle is also a little bit empty. Oh golly. I don't know how I want this to work. Perhaps we just kind of go like that. And then we give these things yards. Although, does it make sense for the Hatter to be across the street from City Hall? Probably not. What about the library? Does this fit here and not look silly? It could be worse. Okay. I'm gonna say, oh, I didn't take the BRB off my face. I'm gonna say that this is like a good start for the layout. And let's actually decorate this stuff. Maybe we start with like street lights. Cause this is a big, very bigger area. So there can be like lots and lots of street lights, which will hopefully make it so lighting on the buildings isn't like as necessary, which leaves room for more decorations. And we'll see what it looks like when it gets to nighttime. We'll just like, you know, make it night. And I want to use like a combination of the different, like the 2 and the 3. I feel like it's kind of fun to have some variation in the lights. I wonder if the roads are wide enough that we could have the lights like be in them instead of on the side. This one, maybe not. These probably, though. Or maybe it would make more sense. I mean, this building has like a massive clock on the side, but we could also have there be like a clock in the center, which might be more useful for people. I feel like I take things so, I'm like, oh, that would be more useful for people. These people don't know what time it is. They don't need to actually look at clocks. I wish you could decorate the station, but I guess it's because it, like upgrades maybe? Although you can upgrade like the mayor house and it just says that any decorations you have there will be removed. Come around. Hi, Cleo. Cleo? Don't hit that, please. Oh, I wish that would fit. Is it because of the tree? I really like the way that the red, what are these called? Umbrellas. Sunshades. I like the way that they look with the Christmas decorations. I also have, like, I can mix things up a little bit by doing some, like, more, the stuff that I was doing before we actually had the Christmas update. I don't know how I want to finish that. I guess just like that. So you can just take the ivy and then you can put red flowers and then that kind of gives like holly garland type of vibes. Cleo, come here. Come sit with me, Bubbles. I say, and then she's gonna come sit and hit my arm and I'm gonna be struggling. It's fine though. She's just a baby. Cleo, come here. Cleo. She does not want to. She just wants to go out. She wants nothing to do with me. I see how it is, Cleo. I see how it is. What else came? I think I said this yesterday, but the Christmas update, it felt so good and it felt like we had so much stuff until you start like actually decorating an entire town and suddenly it's like, dang, I've placed the same thing 50 times. Let's put a little table there, perhaps, with a light on it. I really like that house. I think it's cool. Okay, and then the warehouse, I feel like should be decorated primarily, oopsies, primarily with like light on like the windows and stuff. But then we can have some decorations. I do this every time. I put the warehouse like super close to the station and then I struggle to decorate it on the side because it's so close to the station. Would they be a good candidate for... Maybe not. I can't put it there because it's getting... Oh, I could put it there though. Wait, that's kind of cute. That's kind of silly goofy. I like that. Do I want that or do I want it to be like regular candles? I kind of like the little flowers. Some of these things like could definitely, like they aren't necessarily Christmas on their own, but then they give Christmas vibes. And I love that. How come this isn't big in here? probably should move all of this stuff because one time I put something like slightly too far in front of the entrance and then suddenly like it didn't work anymore. And I did the same thing with like a research center and suddenly it didn't work anymore. I don't understand why, but... Oh wait, this is so cute. Look it, it's like instead of being a little tree, I don't even know what that is, but it's cutesy. Oh, I like that. Oh, how fun. I feel like the sides probably don't need decorating too much. Maybe just like mistletoe all the way on top. No. Maybe we just have like a single wreath like that. And then the other side I'm not gonna decorate at all because you can't even see it. I like this though. Or would that be better if it was darker? Yeah, no, that matches better, I think. Okay, and then we have this little like secret area. I don't know, like it's kind of cute though. A little rose garden, if you will. Can roses grow in the wintertime? Probably not. I think that I don't actually care. I want the whole thing to be surrounded by a little thing of roses. And then we can have a couple of lanterns there. Maybe a couple of lanterns like there. And then a fountain. Better in a darker color or white. I feel like it's better in white. It really stands out in white. Can I make the... I can kind of hide the lights better. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe the lanterns simply aren't gonna be hidden because they glow. Well, look at that. You learn something new every day. They actually can. I do want there to be... I think... like that. And then... do we want a statue in here? Maybe just the fountain. And then I'm thinking a single bench that like faces the fountain. Maybe there can be a statue on this side. I don't know if that's enough space for them to walk, but... or it can like go there. Because there can be statues in like romantic areas. Maybe we could have two benches because that'll just like look better. And they can just sit across from each other, you know? You have this little romantic rose garden and you go with your partner on a date and then you just sit alone on benches across from each other. That's amazing, actually. I think it would make sense for there to be like a tree that lost its leaves. Because even though it is, in my head, these are like the dead leaves. Like it's winter up here, it's snowing up here. It's still winter, it's just a not snowy winter down here, you know? So we gotta have the trees give that vibe. Which hopefully I can achieve through a combination of fall trees and like the dead trees. I don't know. Like I feel like it would make sense maybe for like some of them to have snow. So like maybe we do put like a little bit of snow. It's just so hard because it's like it feels like it's an all or nothing type of thing. Like with the way that the dithering works, like with the way the paintbrushes are, it doesn't feel like I can really make it look like there's a like light snowfall. At least not very easily. And not without like messing like up here. If I do that, it's gonna mess up the paint that I already have up there. I guess we can kind of just do like a little bit down there. We can have a few areas of snow. I don't love the snow covering like everything everywhere. I wish that it looked more like this in some areas, but that's just so hard to achieve. It's really annoying to do. Let's see like what we can do snow-wise down here. Like the higher up we go, the more it's going to like 100% have snowed. But like it could have snowed a little bit here. Perhaps. Maybe we have, okay, here's a thought. Here's a thought. I can have like a little bit of snow on some of these buildings, even if there's none on the ground, as if like it has melted off of the ground already. True. Okay, that's actually true. I had made it like a darker green. What would it look like if we made everything gray grass? We can do that like over here. That is giving like prairie vibes. So I'd had it be the dark grass. This is super easy to like change if we decide we want to, so. Oh wait, no, that's the dirt. What about comboing it? That looks a little bit more dead. Meow. And then we could have like a few areas that are like a little bit more than others. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Because I do feel like you're probably right. My thing is, I've never lived somewhere where this is like anything I experience. Maybe we can have a bit more dirt around the edge here. Okay, so are we gonna do that everywhere? That's the real question. It's just as we've discussed many times, this is really hard. Mixing the stuff together, it's really hard. And like you can clearly see, you clearly end up with like overlaps, or like you can see the line. I guess maybe you wouldn't if I like go in more. It would just mean that it would take even longer. Because you're gonna be covering up like more and more. It is kind of worth it though, isn't it? Like it looks good. It does look good. Yeah. Hi Log, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Oh my goodness. Absolutely wild that is. We're drawing on grass, but we're trying to have it look like it's, you know, kind of dead. So we're doing little bits at a time so that we can make the colors be mixed together well. And then if this gets messed up by accident, oh, that's gonna be so annoying to have to then fix. That does look so much better though, doesn't it? Like, it's giving more winter now compared to just how it was before, where it was like solid green. It might even be good to add in like some even darker colors in areas. Lord have mercy. Why do I do this stuff to myself? Why do I do this stuff to myself? Because I do it and then it's like, dang, yeah, no, that looks good. That looks better. Okay. I have to like do this in a specific order, I feel. Snow also blends better. That is true. That is definitely true. So that'll help us with that. Okay. Yeah, I have to like pick the order that I'm like doing them in. Because if I do it in a bad... Oh. I messed it up. If I do it in the wrong order, it'll... like I'll end up messing up one section while trying to do the next one. Morale. I do think I'm getting better at this though. I do think I'm like starting to have better methods of doing this, and I've only been messing around with this kind of like method of drawing the terrain paints for a little bit. So at least this is like something that we can tell is a quick thing to learn. And everything does look so much more like dead, dying. Okay. Now how are we gonna do this here? Meow. Hi, rabbit. I'm just gonna do this as like a clean slate here. So I want to have it be more dirt colored. So I'm gonna do this over on this side of the road. Thank you so much, Nightbot, for that reminder. We are currently fundraising for the Trevor Project. The link is pinned. You can do !donate if it is for some reason not working for you, because sometimes pinned links are funky. And no pressure, but if you would like to donate, that is how. If we raise 150 pounds, I'll play FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, and for every $5 or £5 donated, I put a sticker on my face. When we play scary games, I'll be wearing a weenie costume. And if you do 25 pounds donated or dollars, I don't know which one, bro. I don't know which one. I'll send a handwritten thank you card. And if you do 35, you'll get access to the games, the Jingle Jam games like package. You just have to make sure that you choose that when you're checking out for your donation. Okay. And so then I want this to be dirt and soft dirt. Or I guess no, it's not dirt and soft dirt, it's dark soil and soft dirt. I don't know, do I want there to be those darker colors? Maybe I don't need them. Maybe we just mix the dirt and the dry grass. And then I might just like move this sled somewhere else. Because I feel like it's not working with how I want the snow to be blending down. This is so hard. I feel like it should be like that all along the edge, shouldn't it? And even if we have some snow that's down here, I still feel like the edge would kind of like the snow would fall, you know? Is that a good transition? I can't tell. It still feels very, very like that's a line. Maybe we have it a little bit further over here. And that would actually mean that the sled would work. And I like that transition a bit better. How would I like it if I brought this down to 0 and I put like a little bit of snow here? I like that. And then we can use some of the actual like snow item. To help as well. Okay, I'm gonna put the sled back. How we can make this like look good. Would it maybe look better if it wasn't road and it was instead stone? Oh no, I know how we make it look good. Because because what this lore is establishing is that the snow right here isn't super deep anyway, which doesn't really make sense for this being a big pile of it, perhaps. Now that I think about it. Maybe we have it just be like a smaller pile of snow. But yeah, since we've established that it's not, oh, as in about a minute, just FYI everybody, it's not like incredibly deep. What we could do is this. And then just like use some white, use some of the snow to, you know, kind of make it look a little less thick. And I probably could also use some of that gray color from the stone to make, you know, to have it kind of look like there's like bits of snow that have been clumped up as well. I don't know if this is achieving the vision. I feel like it kind of is. We just have to be like, why is this kid going like from there? You know, like what is the, what are we gonna put right there that makes it make sense as well? I'm using this as like a little bush, even though it's technically a tree, but I feel like it just works really well as a bush. Okay, even though I have randomize on, it didn't switch for 2 separate times of placing. Which is annoying. I feel like the randomization needs to get a bit better in this game, and every time you place something, because every time you place something, I think it should, if you have randomization on, it should switch to a different item rather than staying on the same one. Like it feels like it's like a true randomization where it could be anything and you could get the same one like over and over again. But realistically, when you're placing stuff down, you want it to be different. Like that's kind of the whole point of why you're using randomization in the first place. Piles of snow there. Okay, that is, I like that as a little bit of a whatever. I do think I want to have this basically all be snow though as well. Okay. I think I like that. I think I like that kind of gradient. I shouldn't like keep messing with it because I'm content with it, but I feel like I need to bring it out like a little bit more there. Okay. That grass has already been changed color-wise to something else here we need to do... I kind of want it to like stay matching that though, and I can't actually change the color of the grass from the station. I guess that's okay. And then I have to make sure that my stone is still good. I think all of this should be stone. Following the other stuff. And then, I don't know what else we're, you know, I'm realizing I just did all of that. I'm probably gonna put things there. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I did all of this, but I'm probably gonna put buildings there. Hate that. It's fine. That is not what I was trying to do. Okay. The way I've now, what's the word I'm looking for? Committed myself to doing this on the entire map. Yay me, am I right? I think that some areas might be a bit greener than others because I feel like they're being like better taken care of, such as the mayor's house garden. Like maybe it's a little bit more green because they have gardeners there that are like trying to maintain it as much as possible. Ooh, I like the fog idea. I'm trying to decide how cold I want it to feel here. Like down here. I'm trying to decide if I think ice in the water makes sense down here. Because I don't think that I don't think it's cold enough for the water to freeze down here. Up here it is. Up here it would be. Maybe even there. Let's see. But this one probably not. Is kind of my thought. Okay, let me see here. Where do I have people? Your handler. You are unemployed. I need to give people reasons to have jobs. Although, I guess realistically, if I have you know, the homes up here and then more businesses down here, it would make sense for them to just walk down the road. This is pretty close to their house. Surrounded by the nature category. These are all bougie homes? Oh no, they're not. you just want a house. So we could stick you there. You want to be near... What down here is entertaining? I'm losing money. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I have unlimited money. I guess we could put you, like, here. And you want crop-powered shop nearby. Okay. Okay, we've given people jobs and places to be. Back to, like, properly decorating. Oh my god. I swear I misclick things so often in this game that it cannot be a me problem. There is something up. I suppose, even though, so in my head, this is supposed to be like accessible only to the people that are in these buildings. It's like, to me, whatever. That probably isn't actually smart though, because nobody can get in. Oh, golly gee. Nobody can actually get in there. So what if I just open it up right there? Is it a tight squeeze? Absolutely. That's okay. Or maybe I just don't even need that. We can just have it kind of be cutesy and stuff. Maybe like some plants, as if these are like herbs or something that people are growing. Community garden type of vibes. And I want to have lights on like every single window. I want there to be plenty of space for the decorations. Oh, I hate that it doesn't fit there. Okay, that I can't have it on both. Golly, you really can't have anything, can you? Oh, interesting. I can like place things. Ooh, fun. Maybe we do a bit of like dead ivy growing on this side of this building. But because it's like not incredibly cold down here, there's still a little bit of green that's growing. But I'm thinking the flowers aren't blooming right now. These flowers, whatever they are not in season. Oh, that's kind of fun all the way up there. Maybe we make it a different one though. That way those aren't the same. Okay, and the back of the post office. I think it would make sense if there was like a few things here. Red for Christmas. This is our town flag. We've decided. I'm deciding that our town flag is the red one. And then this would be like a good building to have advertisements on, right? I would say, because it's a city office building. I want to put something else here, but I feel like it needs to just be like stay blank. I don't know what I would put there. Oh, I can't. I'm like, oh, I can't have a little light there. Maybe it's like a little bit less decorated than some of the other places. They just did, you know, the bare minimum to feel like they have joy and whimsy in their life. Ooh, I can put a plant. I can put a potted plant right there. How fun. Okay, the exterior back here, or not the exterior. Oh yes, yeah. Yes, I know what I'm saying. This part can be decorated because the public sees it, but like the back side, no need because it's just for employees, and those employees, they don't need any decorations. No, that would distract them from their work. I'm like a little sore. I have no reason to be. Ooh. Look at the town with people in it. It always does feel so much more like full and fun once I actually have people like in my town. Because I spend so much time just like building with nobody in it. Ooh, can I? Oh, sick. Come on. If I just like spam click, will I eventually be able to get it? There we go. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. maybe there's like a little, maybe over here, there's like a present thing. Like you drop off at the post office presents to be given to like people who maybe can't afford them. And then I want a sign that's like explaining it. Maybe I move them like here. Or would that make more sense? No, actually it would probably make more sense if I put it somewhere by a sled. Cause like there's the sled that has, or the sleigh, that has presents in it. We could still put it like in the center of town though. And then I want there to be a sign next to it. And then we can put the presents all around on the ground and stuff. Dang, randomize and got so many of the same one. Maybe I just don't put any presents on the ground. Because they already look good in the sleigh itself. Let's do the clock tower. I have to finish drinking this. Nasty. Oh yes, I can. Sick. This being the entrance is so, I don't know why I never really like thought about where it was. But that's so funny to me. Why is it like hidden back there? Okay, I don't think anybody is getting all the way up here to decorate those windows. But perhaps there can be decorations here. So we could have some like garland. Yeah, I don't think it would make sense for anybody to get all the way up there. I can see that like, okay, there we go. Like I can see that it can like go there. It's just so very specific in how you place it. I think this is like one of my favorite parts of the game is decorating the commerce buildings. Hello, hello, welcome in. Sorry. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm so like, I feel weird. I feel like my body is weird. I think I'm probably hungry. I also need to go fill my water. enough water. Okay. I feel like the ground floor windows, they did that. And then maybe we have that over that. But then the other windows, they just have the like little festive umbrellas. What about in here? Oh, I forgot you could do that. Okay. If we just like pretend that the game is in focus. What does that look like? Okay, what did we just do? I put a wreath in a weird place. Let me in. Let me in. Who needs to be able to see? Not me. Look it, that's so festive. And the important thing is that literally nobody is going to notice that. Why do so many people keep coming to our town desiring leisure buildings nearby? Oh, that's the same family but twice. Oh, never mind, they're all gone. Oh, I placed the same family twice then, it seems. That's fun. Oh, we should probably have a newspaper stand somewhere here. I just don't like that the newspaper stands, like mess up the street. All of the commerce buildings have to be placed like off of roads. And they end up like doing that. Which really kind of sucks. Unless maybe we like put it here. Oh, okay, why doesn't it mess things up there? Very curious. I don't think that that's accessible though, is it? That's such a good place for it though. I could just move this a little bit. Or even if I like just go like that and then I think they should be able to access that now. Requires townsfolk. Okay, well, doesn't matter. I don't have anybody to work it anyway. Okay, I want to get rid of the snow on that building. I'm gonna put a little bit of snow on the buildings that are like closer over there. To stay with within our lore. Just a tiny little bit. That like the snow got a little bit over here. But not a lot. I guess this could be no. Let's have there not be any snow on it. And how does the snow look on this building? Probably bad. Let's put a teeny tiny bit. Okay. Back to zooming in and decorating. Oh. What if this building has 3 wreaths like that? And then I put this all across. I guess it should also be here, shouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, that looks so nice. I really like that. Little tree up there. Can you put, I wonder if you can have seating. You can. And what about like a little potted plant? Oh my goodness. It's very big though. Maybe we just have like a little flower. Okay, but then what do we do here? Can you put decorations on the people? Oh my god, you actually can. Can I get it like on the side? No. But like that's kind of fun. Wait, there's like literal oh, that's so funny. Stop, not the wreath on the face. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna sit the same way on her as it is on this one. That's fine, we can just have a little bit on the one and not the other. And then perhaps some red flowers. And this is a house. Nobody lives in it. Do also need to have benches for people. Maybe on this side. Because they do kind of like work better on this side. I feel like they're not blocking anything that they would be. Mainly because I have the lights on the other side, so it kind of balances out. The lights on the one side, the benches on the other side, and then like nothing is blocked. Postal box there. Let's also get like a post box by like people's homes. Okay, this is a house over here, so I'm just gonna set it so I don't forget. Should we also make sure we have them, because there's that there. We have one at the, okay, no, we have one at the end of the street. I forgot that we did that. I wonder, do people actually go to their jobs if technically I don't have like the resources for them? Like, do people go to their jobs if they need, like the person that works at the candle place? Oh, look at that inside there. The candle maker, even though I don't have like anybody that's making honey or like bees or whatever, do you think that they still work? Because I want them to like do things even while I don't have everything perfect. also street signs. Street signs are important. I love being able to just like fully decorate for Christmas. And I enjoy the differences in decoration based on like if it's down here where it's not like as snowy or like up there. I feel like it's cool that we're having the opportunity to have so much variation. I don't know if I like that, but I'm gonna leave it anyway. Oh, invalid location. Why? These couldn't possibly be in the way, right? Oh my god, they were. Oh, that's silly goofy. Dang. I kind of like that. It looks a bit connected. Okay, and then this shop. Maybe they lean more into like the white, the cleaner Christmas aesthetic. Also, I feel like not every single house has to be like fully Christmased out. Ooh, that would kind of make it look like there's snow on top of that, wouldn't it? I don't want to do that here, but that's good to think about. I feel like it's hard to make the like red and green work on some of the buildings that like already have such distinct color schemes, because some of them are more neutral. And like I chose, you know, the like red, white, and cream variants of the homes specifically like so that they would look good. But then others, like this one, it's already so like unique and like pinkish. I don't want to decorate it any further. How is this one gonna look? I feel like it's either gonna look really good or really bad. I think it's looking good. How much are we gonna do is the question. Like, am I gonna try and have stuff on the roof? Somehow. Oh my god, I could literally place, oh no, I can't. I could literally place a small Christmas tree on the rooftop. No, I cannot. Welcome, Raiders! Hello, hello! Tootsie, thank you so much for that raid! Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. What were you up to? I would love to know. I would love to know. Sims 4. Ooh, we were contemplating, well, not we. I was contemplating playing The Sims 4, and then I was just like, I'm too town to city, like, brained right now. I need to play this game, and so we're playing Town to City. But welcome, Raiders, if you don't know me. Hi, my name's Bailey. Ooh, there's a little fuzz on top of my camera. I'm a cozy variety streamer. We do a lot of fun games. That does not look like it's the same, does it? It's like totally not. They're hanging in like different orientations. I like that one better. Can I get them to be like that? I play Sims, Minecraft, Palia. Let me live, bro, let me live. Okay, and I'm really in my Town to City era. I also have been playing a little bit of Planet Zoo. Kind of just like whatever my heart desires. We're currently fundraising as a part of Jingle Jam for the Trevor Project. The link is pinned if you would like to donate, but also completely understand if you are unable to, totally no pressure. And please feel free to raid and run, Lexi, if you need to. Take care of yourself, get some food, get some water, get some rest. I still need some food. I had food. I had a, well, not really food. I had a Chobani yogurt drink and I still feel hungry. I hate that for me. I wish I could like place things, like I wish it didn't clip to areas that it can't go. Like I need to go get another stack. Oh, thank you for the posture. That's so funny because right then I also posture checked myself. So thank you for the posture check. We're currently working on a Christmas town. So we've done this area up here. This is just where I currently have houses to copy and paste because putting the snow on the rooftops is annoying. But yesterday we built the Christmas tree farm and like this little area and this little residence. And then today we're working on the area right outside of the train station. And I'm decorating all of the buildings. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid and trusting me with your community. Goodbye, Lexi. I hope you have an amazing day. Well, I don't want to like put anything there because it's gonna cover the face. What about, can I get them? Yeah, I can get them like that. I also should be fine, like I don't need that many lights on the buildings because I do have like, there's a lot of light in the area. But that is something that like, while decorating these buildings, there's gonna be like less light on each individual building because of the decorations taking place, like taking priority. So then I need to make sure I've got like plenty of street lights. And hopefully the lighting from each building will help to light up the ones around them. Ooh, I can do that. Sick. I wish that these buildings that they would do 3. They could fit 3. So why do they only do 1? It's fine. It's okay. So we have a few more of the flags as well. We decided that like our flag slash like banner is the red one because like that's Christmas. So maybe we could have this in a few more places as well. Okay, I don't think it's gonna want to place on this building. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I really like the warehouse having the little wreath right there. I think that's so cute. Okay, center of town area. It's like I probably would have had a fountain. Oh my god, I can put the fountain. Wait, that's so silly. So you can put the lights on the tree, right? It seems like it just functions as a wall. Oh, stop. That's so funny. Being able to put the presents like on the tree is really silly. Can't put snow. This basically just functions as a wall. Oh, that's hilarious. You want to put a wreath on your tree? A birdhouse? Some wooden boards? Oh, how about a clock? It's good for people to be able to see. I wish that the candles gave off more light because I think that they look really like nice in the tree. But they basically give off no light. I mean, I guess it doesn't, like the tree itself doesn't have to have too much light. And then I could put... I could put a couple lanterns like that so that when you're zoomed out, you can't really see them as lanterns, but they still give light. Now, here's something that I'm curious about as well. Oopsies. I don't think I can turn that. How does this work? Can I put this on fences? No, I thought maybe it would like turn into the like garland stuff that was being able to place on the balconies. No. You could put like these as like holly bushes in here though. Let's see, do we like that or do we like the red flower bushes? Or maybe like a mixture. I don't know, actually. I feel like it's like slightly too big for either of them. Perhaps we just want flowers, no bushes. This does not feel like it's a straight line. With having there be red flowers like right next to this, it feels a little bit too much. But I think that they are going to look really good. I can't tell what's an invalid location and what's not because to show that it's an invalid location, they're red. But they're already red. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if I want this to be right there though. Right next to it. Okay. We have ads in like 10 minutes. I'm trying to decide. I feel like I don't have like the mental capacity to keep going for too much longer. I think I'm just like really hungry for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I don't think that those actually belong. They're too late. Maybe during the ads I'll just try and get another snack. I guess this should probably have stuff on it. Cause like I can see it. Although this whole building wasn't incredibly decorated on that side. Front is, but the back wasn't. So maybe we just kind of leave it at that. Okay, I kind of want to like let time go and see what this area is going to look like at night as well. And I'm gonna put a couple of tables here. You played horse game, now you're doing Sudoku? How fun. I've never really been good at that game. I feel like that's plenty of tables. They don't have to be perfectly distributed because like you get the point. I think perhaps white flowers growing here. Oh, or maybe not because you can't actually have them very close. Maybe we just have like a tree. And like bushes. You just switch off your brain and stare at the numbers, it's great. I love that. I'm not really a numbers person. Okay. The tree, I think, looks really good. This could use, like, a light on the side, maybe. Wish I could hang it there. Because I don't want to hang it like that, it's in the way. I have to just put there, sure. Oh, golly. Where am I? Now how did I end up all the way over there? This also isn't decorated. Though I don't know if we really care to decorate it. It feels like perhaps stuff is a little too big. What about a smaller wreath? Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. And just having the wreath is honestly fine. Okay, the front of the post office would benefit from some more light. This road is very well lit. That's good. This road is a little bit dark, so maybe I will add in some more of these. One there. Even though now they're like, you know, alternating sides. I may even get rid of that bench and put one here. Okay, I don't know if I want the bench, but I don't know if I want there to be a light there either. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. Can I put lights on the back of it? I can like that, which I think is gonna be good. I could even put them like that. Okay. This building has nothing decorated yet. This needs more light, I fear. What if I put lights on the, oh, hello? On the outside of this. How much light does that add to like the areas below? Oh my god. Not really that much, but it really lights up the top area. Maybe it's fine if it's like a little bit dark, because I don't really know where else I would want to place lights there. I think that this is all very lit up. I think it's all well lit. This could use some help. Stick another light there. But I do think it would make more sense for the like these types of areas to be less lit up than this. Okay, bistro lighting. Good. And then lighting up the house here. The back doesn't really need to be lit up. That's a lot. That is a lot. Do we need that much? I think that having lights on the top filter down enough that we don't need them on the other levels. Like we have there and there, but then we don't need it here. I guess while we're doing lights, let's just do the lights. City Hall. I gotta figure out a good ratio of light to decoration. Okay, that's good. And then library. I like to have lights on like the different pillars. So we could have them on these. And like one here and one here. Can I get it above the door? No, okay, it doesn't actually snap there. But like, you don't really need the library to be lit up on all sides. I think that it's, and I'm not gonna decorate it everywhere. I think that like it's more important to kind of make it look like there's maybe some lights on inside. Like, you know, just enough light on the other sides. Ads in about a minute, just an FYI, everybody. I think I'll go try and grab another snack during the ads so I can keep going a bit longer. And let's see here. You want to live somewhere where the walls are decorated. You could live there. And then you can live anywhere. So why don't we finish off? Those houses are now filled, right? Yeah, okay, so all of these houses are filled. Okay, ads are about to start. I'm just gonna throw this up, and I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Did I never mute myself? Oh, I guess I didn't mute. I'm back. I got cheese to nibble on. Hi, Virus. Open here. It says it doesn't want to open here. I swear, it's not actually perforated at all there. I love nibbling on cheese. Okay. I'll let it become daytime again. Cleo. I feel like, what is the point of this fence being like that? I love cheese. Welcome back from Agile, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I hope the warden treated you well. Okay, now we need to make the park. And I feel like I should probably... You know, since that side is like that, we should round it off a bit. This one rounded so nicely. I may as well just like hold the cheese and just finish it. Okay, park. Does anybody know what a bollard is used for? I feel like we've talked about this before and I don't remember at all. Yeah, I'll probably have farming in the town. I'm thinking what I'll do is, because I like the concept of, like, decorating for Christmas in, like, the various, you know, with the various, like, I don't know what the word is. Like, this is snow, this is very Christmas. But, like, I don't want everything to be like that. So maybe, like, over here or something. Oh, this is really weird. That's really weird. Like, I don't know, maybe somewhere lower down. Maybe like over here by this water that's lower down. I don't know. We can have like a couple of farms. And because I have it set to where like nothing actually matters, I can just grow like a few things that feel like they would grow in winter. Sheep can be outside in winter snow. Ooh, we could have them be, so we could have like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like on the side of a cliff. Cleo, why are you meow meowing? Come sit with me. I do like having the mist. I feel like it's very fun. Oh, invalid location. Come here, Cleo. Okay, apparently these are not meant to go around water. I remember now. I remember the conversation that was had regarding these. It's like you can put them to like guide, you know, guide traffic or whatever. I don't really have any need for them anywhere here. I guess the water could just be like open. Yeah, it is very green, the sheep. The sheep grass. Should we have like a fake snowman? I would love to get some more playground equipment for the kiddos. Ooh, I wonder. So my mother and I are going to see Stranger Things in theaters, but she's not seen any of it. And she said that she would watch it. I wonder if I can get her to watch tonight. We can watch some. Hee hee hee. Hee hee hee. Leo, come here. Why are you meow meowing like that? I don't really like having lily pads in all of the lakes because I feel like they're such specific things. It's also so silly to me that you can have jack-o'-lanterns on the water. I say that we have 2 swans and then duck there. Duck there, there, and then a brown duck there and there, and then a white duck, or maybe a couple white ducks near the swans like little babies. Oh, the brown ones are like half in the water. I don't know, does that look silly? Does it look like it's like it needs more? We're almost out of like proper homes to put people in. Okay, what else do we want to have here? Probably some benches. Maybe we change that. Since we've established that that's the bench we have. And it probably would work better if we do 2-2, like middle. Maybe we can have like some barrels and crates outside of here. And like even an empty bucket. No, that's probably the empty bucket's probably in the way. People need to stop showing up, bro. Me when I could just turn that off or pause the game. Maybe we don't have benches right outside the mayor's house, but we do still have benches outside of City Hall. I think I want all of this to be stone. And those need to be decorated for Christmas. But I feel like we need to do more here. I don't know what. Like, there's really no good place to put a brazier. And then, like, fountain-wise, I feel like there would be a fountain right there. But obviously we have a tree right there, so that's not gonna work. The statues are a bit big. I feel like it looks empty. Should we perhaps have a clock right there? Or, you know, there's actually no need for a clock because there's a massive clock on... There's 2 massive clocks on the station itself. Okay, that opens up some room to have a statue here. Can I get it in green again? It won't let me switch to green. There we go. This might be a bit big for the space. I fear it is, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Which way is the front? That way. So we'll do it like that. And this you can also decorate. I wonder how you get the difference between those two. Like, how come sometimes it makes the one and sometimes it makes the other? Oh, okay, it seems like it's the difference between those. That's fine. I like the variation with that. Ooh, concept. Stone basin. It's like a collection type thing. Like maybe this is like the statue of something that like represents charity. I don't know. And then there's like the collections bin right next to it. Decide like how I want that to be. It's a little bit funky, the transition there. Put some benches. I could even have them like this. Around like in a half circle. would like maybe put them more, but we can't because you can't have anything any closer there. I feel like at least that gives like a little something to look at. Maybe that's fine for now. I don't know if benches on either side of this would be too much. Although I guess on this side there aren't any benches. Like once it switches off here, the benches disappear. So maybe we have them like that and then they switch to this side. And we could even have some... I mean, there's nothing wrong with having plenty of seating. Okay, what else do we want the park to have? Maybe we have a picnic basket on one of the tables. We could maybe... no, okay. I think... How did I have this before? I have no clue. That'll work. Some benches that like look in at the water. And like a park like this having like empty space is really not a big deal to me because that makes sense. Put a few bushes around. Maybe we have like a well over here. That could be kind of fun. It's a wishing well rather than like a well. And then I need to do something here. This is the newspaper stand. So maybe they have like a table and then crates. Lots of them. These are all of the crates that they have with like newspapers and stuff. I don't know. I don't really need any more light over here. So maybe they just have like a pretty little flower. Concept of like a small bench that like at least gives the space something. Okay, this little intersection right here could have a small statue. And then I feel like down here, we could have more. I wish that could be like that. Can we fit a little fountain? Oh, we can. It might block stuff, but I don't care. Let's go through and check the buildings. wonder if I should quickly come over here and like do some crops areas. Or what I should actually do, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the time go. Okay, wait, no, so you are there. Okay. So they do go to their jobs still, even if it's not like actually open. It just doesn't count as a connection to people's houses. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. My beautiful grass over here that I did. I am gonna cover up with buildings. But hey, it was good practice. Having the apothecary in town probably would make sense. We're getting too close to that. To have anything that isn't small. I wonder if I could... Ooh. Yeah, now it kind of looks like the snow is like trailing there. Oh, I like it, I like it. Actually, what I should probably do is not be assigning artisans to places that artisans don't need to, like, work. I should be placing down a couple more regular houses. Let's see here. And then that can be like a backyard space. I'm thinking what we do is we use a bush here. Oh, can I fit that? Oh, it'd be so good if I could fit that. We use some bushes to like kind of close that off. And then the rest of this is a like private backyard. And we could do like a little like that. And then have another house. And they have a backyard as well, in a slightly different and smaller shape. Or should these two just like share a backyard? That also could work. feel like that also, yeah, no, they just share a backyard, these two homes. Wish I could get that like a tiny bit closer, but that's okay. Very thin hallway. And I can give more light here. So hopefully that should be up to 20 now. And then, let's see, we needed townsfolk there. Townsfolk there. And now we're out. I mean, I guess, okay, we can just put an artisan there, that's fine. I think that's everything. Okay, no, we need another townsfolk for the kiosk theater up there. I'm gonna like extend this a little bit more and then we'll go back to decorating them. I suppose it probably would make more sense if it just was right here, wouldn't it? Is that 1.5? I think it's 1.5 size road. Okay. I'm realizing that if I just use the like square tool, oh, the lighting's bad. If I use the square tool, it makes the roads like combine better. Okay. So I think we can fit one more thing here then, with like this kind of being the cutoff, and then here is just like bark, bark, bark. I don't know why in my head the butcher doesn't belong here, and neither does the winery. But this does. It just doesn't look. It looks weird. It doesn't look like it belongs. The shape is so weird. I mean, unless we do it like sideways and have the road come like that. I still don't like it. I gotta figure out a way to use it, but I just have no clue. Is that actually connected? Okay, I could like potentially make it work here. Maybe. Okay, I think that actually is fine. It would be a bit better if this wasn't like that, but I think that that actually is, like, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Hub is too big. It also, with like its outdoor stuff like that, it feels like it shouldn't be, I mean, it doesn't feel like it should be in the snow. But it doesn't feel like it's like in the city. And maybe it just sits out here. Maybe it just sits like right outside the city. I can't tell like what it's not, like what it's, I think it's just the ground being a bad level. Yeah, that might be fine. It looks silly. I'm gonna set it there, but I don't know. The theater, we also should figure out where we're gonna put. And it's massive. Same with the cathedral. They just like scale-wise do not match. We could have the cathedral up in the snow, like up above. Looking down upon the city. Let me... Let's move that a little bit. And then... That's good enough. I think the cathedral actually looks really good there. Like this angle, I think I like it. Might mess around like a little bit with the placement of it overall, but I like that. And like the church can still be there. I love how it actually doesn't, the church doesn't actually connect to anything. Maybe the church shouldn't be there. Maybe there wouldn't be a chapel like close because all of these people just go to the cathedral. There could be a chapel like on the other side. Theater. I guess we also could maybe have the theater like by the university. I don't know, these big buildings feel like, oh, lag. They feel like they belong on these like, areas, I don't know, like high up. But then they also could just be like here. Although it does dig really bad into the mountain. Like it's not as bad there. Okay, well, regardless of where I decide that those actually should go, none of them are gonna be here. Because this spot is too small. And you know what? We don't really have many of these. Oh, maybe the luthier makes the most sense. And then, yeah, it's kind of like the end here. And then this can just be like more trees and stuff. Oh, that's such a pretty painting. Or like mosaic, or I don't know what that would be. It's very pretty though. Okay, let's light these homes up. And businesses. Why am I up here? Let me out! Let me out! Oh my god, okay. Camera is just jumping all over the place. I'm trying to put lights in areas that, like, I maybe wouldn't usually. That way I leave plenty of space for decorating. I hate that those, like, will conflict with each other. Bro! Stop jumping up, camera, please. I want to include that somewhere. Area looks so nice. Thank you. Oh no, is that too small? Oh, I can't put it on that. I mean, I guess I could just do that. Let's put that there for now. I really like this touch. Being able to put it over like that. Like a proper little town with lots of different buildings packed in close. Yeah. Yep, that is kind of the goal. I don't know if that's like too much or just right. I'm gonna leave it. Maybe we have green. Not use the green ones. I think, okay, I'm gonna delete that and then I'm gonna put that garland and then this wreath. It's like a little smaller and so I feel like it fits the space better. Where do I think that the stone stops and the grass starts? Like, does the stone continue here? Because, like, in my head, this is a backyard, right? This is probably, at bare minimum, stone. Like, is this stone? Do we just have, like, walkways now that are stone? Maybe? And then if that's the case, I actually should probably do a little bit of that. Oh my god. Why was I fighting for my freaking life to get one? This needs more, but I just don't know what I want it to have. Maybe a little flag. These banners are probably not. Yeah, it's too much, but it could have a flag. Post box, we need one of those in this area. You could just have it like there. That's shared. I don't actually know how they work. I don't know if they can share them. I like this one being like a little bit more plain on the front. But then we could do like this on the sides. Only on two. Lord have mercy. Camera is jumping all over the place. And then I think I'm gonna put just a couple of chairs up here. This house. I'm feeling stockings. I'm feeling stockings here. Maybe we hang them like over up here. And then above them we have a smaller wreath. I need a wrap stream up here. I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna finish this whole street. That's okay, because we've done a lot. We've really built this up, and I feel like we should continue this like close together vibe right here as well. So we've got like the park in the center of it, and then on either side, like here and here, there's like more buildings. And then we can come back to working on like the snowy area and figuring out how, because I'm thinking like I like how these are further apart. So doing that, we need to make this whole like pathway, and I think I want to have like a couple of houses for people that want to live like far away from others, you know, so like we can have like a house there, like a house here. But not a lot of homes. I'm basically what I'm wanting to do, because we learned in the 100 days save that you have more space than you need to place everything down. I want to work on leaving more areas that are either one, like purely decorative world building like the Christmas tree farm, or two, like just forests and like that type of stuff, even if we have like some walking paths through them. Cleo, please stop hitting the gate. And so I feel like, you know, we can have all of this space and have it primarily be just a path for people to like get from one side of the like valley to the next. Doing this on the grass everywhere, that's gonna take a long time. That might be an off-stream thing that I sit here and I do that everywhere. That I think is gonna need it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna save my game. Christmas Town. We still don't have a name for it either. And let's find somebody to raid as well. Good night, good night, good night, Lex. Thanks for hanging out. I will. Oh, the Game Awards are happening. I forgot. I will be back tomorrow at some point. Not sure when. Oh God, I clicked on a stream when I didn't mean to. Not sure when. Uh, because like it's a Friday, not my usual day, so I might not go live at the same time. But probably 12:30 ish. Um, and I'll try and do Sims. I'll try my best, but no promises. Let's see who's live in the Discord here. Who are you? What are you doing? They've been live for a while. That's probably fine though. We're gonna go raid Moon Coral, who is playing Minecraft and fundraising as a part of Jingle Jam. Moon Coral. Okay. I think I got my buttons working out on my stream deck. Let's test. Discord. Oh, it worked, but Nightbot's not saying anything. Or is Nightbot just like a little slow right now? I know sometimes it just has slow days. Interesting. Okay, maybe it just like took a second. Discord socials, raid message if you'd like. Oh wait, no, that's not the raid message. That's not the raid message. We have a special raid message because it's Jingle Jam Raid Yippee! If you'd like to copy and paste that raid message and come along on the raid, I would really appreciate it. They are pretty close, 30 pounds away from their goal. So yippee, let's go show them some support. And I'm gonna get the raid started here. Moon Coral. I can remember that and spell it properly. Moon Coral. Amazing. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you all at some point. I'm hungry. I need food. And maybe I can convince my mother to watch Stranger Things with me tonight. Maybe. So with that, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a great sleep. I hope both sides of your pillow are nice and cold. Okay, bye. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Bye.